I'm going to open it up to a few of you now. If you'd like to stand where you are, come up here, whatever you're comfortable with. Any of the great-grandchildren or grandchildren that you'd like to share a story about Grandma Lois, or whatever you called her, or any of the children that would like to say one or two. I know Carla was going to say something. You can wait till the end. Okay? If you'd like to share it, please stand and go from there. Okay? We'll just take a few moments here, and if you'd like to share some stories that I remember, or she was this to me, I'll open it up and let you roll. Okay? Who's going to be the first one? Okay, Charlotte, please.
I remember when my mother died, and I went to her and saw her, and I said, Mama, you're not my mother. And she happily did that chore. And we kind of had insight and bonded very, very closely. We had been bonded since the time when I actually had done before. She was incredibly strong. Some of the other tales or other stories that were spoken about Mom were not said here, but there are stories that had incredible strength in that woman. She had faith and courage that most women do not have. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, good. Good. Anyone else? Back here in the back, yes.
My name is Ron Thompson. I'm Marshall's brother. I'm Eileen, Harney, and Gary's uncle. So with all the grandchildren and things, I think I'm a great, great, great uncle. When they moved to Palos Beach, Harney and I and Eileen were young. I spent most of the summers at Palos and the weekends. Lois passed on to her family character, intelligence, loving, religion, and your grandchildren and great-grandchildren, maybe you didn't get a chance to know her. But she was always for other people. She wasn't my sister-in-law. She was my sister. And I went to many popcorn feeds, taffy feeds on the weekends. We had a great time. You can see by Eileen, Harney, and Gary their character. I'm sure they passed their character on to their respected children, and their children will pass it on to their children, because she was a very good woman.
Awesome. Thank you. Very well. Very well said. Thank you. Anyone else?
I'll go. Oh, go ahead.
All right, Matthew.
Okay. Just quickly. I would say that Lois she wasn't a mother-in-law to me, she was a mom. And her husband was a dad. But on top of that, I was their favorite son-in-law.
I'll let you guys deal with him later. All right. I need to have someone back in the back.
Yeah, the thing is, bless your heart. Anybody ever heard Grandma say, bless your heart? Time and time again, bless your heart. And so I was always thinking, cool, I'm good. You know, bless my heart, I'm all good. Now I can go do something bad or something. So that was the one thing. Oh, bless your heart, oh, bless your heart, oh, bless your heart. That was all the things I remember. Whether I ran over a garden hose doing the lawn mowing over in Okanagan or whatever, it always seemed like, oh, bless your heart, it's okay. It's all good.
It's all good.
That wasn't a garden hose, that was an apple tree.
You weren't supposed to say anything.
Again, we'll deal with that later. Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, what else? Which one of the grandkids? Someone's going to be a spokesman. There we go, right?
Well, the six of us are sitting over here trying to talk about what story we wanted to share, whether it was eating double noodle chicken noodle soup from Great Grandma's Blue Bowls, so we all had our names on in our house, or eating New York mince from her little candy dish that she always insisted we had to have before we left. But the funny thing is, you talk about the taffy pull. And this happened a lot at Christmas time, and I remember we used to do the tap and pull, and if it wasn't shiny, she would go back and make us do it again, and it had to be perfect. And one time we got tap and stuck on the ceiling, and she told us not to tell Grandma. So I'm telling you now, it's probably still there.
Okay. Yeah. It reminds me one time my mom used to make chicken and dumplings. She'd make the dough, and I always loved to eat it. And so she threw one time, and she missed through it to me, and it hit the ceiling and stuck, and we had wallpaper. And for the rest of our house, we had this older house,